So today we're going to make some cheesy cheese in chili balls. This is what you're going to need, except one ingredient which I've forgotten and realised right now, which is the peppers and or chilies and or onions. Depending, I'm just going to put chilies in because that's all I want. Breadcrumbs, cheese into little tiny little blocks. Some unborn chickens. And some flour, some flour. And basically, I'm just gonna skip through this really quickly, make it as useless as possible. Right now, we're gonna throw all these things into this. Put some boiling hot water in here. Here's some we made earlier. I hope the lighting's bad enough, is it? If you're struggling to see, that's what I intended, and this should fit into this, although I haven't tested this yet. Yay! And then we're going to put the cheeses, all the little cheeses, into that thing. I'm making sure to do this whole thing so that even if you're blind or deaf, or one of those people that are like blind and deaf, and they don't even like know what's going on in the world. If you ask me, it's like a worse fate than death, but guess it doesn't matter what I think. So this is going to melt, surprisingly, and when it does, we're going to mix in the chilies. So now I'm not going to show you how to chop chilies. Everyone knows how to chop a plant or chop anything if you have a knife. So I'm going to do that off camera. And I'll see you in a minute when all this is melted stuff, and we can get on with the rest of the all the other things. Whatever this is. For fuck's sake, the cheese still isn't melted. So we're gonna have to look right. I've cut up the chilies, so they're done. Yeah, they're real chilies as well. Again, not fucking jalapeno. That's not a chili. It might technically be a chili. Like Pluto once was technically a planet, but it's not a fucking chili. It's a pepper at best. It's tasteful, if that's what you call taste, that bitter fucking horrible. Okay, so that's ingredients. Also, I've got some of this oregano or oregano. If you're a fucking tit, it's freshly picked from Asda, and we're gonna put that into there. Just pretend I did it, because I'm not going to do it yet. Just a little bit. Stay around. I'll show you that in a bit anyway. And then a surprise ingredient. Captain Morgan's rum. Let's show you what I do with this, shall we? How this comes in handy with this recipe.
Just go from our thing. Where's my flashlight?
Open your eyes.
$49.99. Amazon Prime.
Alright, so the cheese is kind of melted, or thereabouts. Here's the chilies. I've had another glass of lovely rum. Lovely rum. Rummity rum. Come on, you motherfucker. Yeah, I just don't want to touch him, because then I end up touching my knob, and it's just bad news. Oh, I didn't make enough cheese either, so there's going to be like 1 or 2 or something, I don't know. But just mix that shit in there, why not? I know, why not a bit of fucking oregano here as well. You gotta be careful with these fucking sprinklers. You turn it like once and that's it. You know. then we're going to put some tin foil or cling film into another bowl like this, or a plastic container or something, and pour this into it, and then let it cool off for about 10 minutes in the fridge, so it's, you know, so you can touch it without fucking burning your skin off, but also mould it with your hands into some sort of shape. So I'll be back when I have to hold the camera, which is why I can't do anything on camera almost. But you getting how to fucking make this shit. It's easy enough. It's fucking simple. Right, so we're almost ready to go. Oregano is in there and mixed about. I couldn't show you me cracking the eggs because it's embarrassing for one. I can't crack eggs properly, and you know, someone really shouldn't be. You really should. To be honest, right, you really shouldn't be like even watching tips from someone that can't crack eggs properly. But what we're obviously going to do with this is just blend it up. Hence the blender. Even this is proving hard to do with one hand, which is amazing. How technically skilled I am with one hand. I can't do this. Yeah, so it's getting obvious what we're going to do now, isn't it? So once we've blended this, we'll be ready to. Should be about time to get the cheese out the fridge, etc., etc. Right, so this is like my 20th attempt at this. I've already made all the balls, just so you know. They're all already made because I fucked up doing this, didn't I? And the battery ran out on my iPhone. I didn't realise while it was recording. So we've got the last cheese ball to go here. I'll show you how it's done quickly. Hold on. Shit together. Right. Squeeze the cheese together. Well, it's probably going to fall apart anyway, because it should have been. They should have all been done ages ago. Squeeze it together into a nice ball shape like that. Straight into the flour. Roll around the flour, not too much, into the egg. Roll around into the egg. And then the beautiful breadcrumbs and oregano. Oregano. What's the other one again? Oregano. Whatever the fuck they call it. Right around. Get all them breadcrumbs all over it. All them breadcrumbs all over it. And again, another one. Right in there. You want to be again. You want to do it twice, so that the cheese doesn't pop out. And you know, obviously, your cheese pops out while it's in the fryer. I'll show you them deep frying in a second. I'll show you how to make sure you can tell, but you kind of want it to. It's a good sign that they're done. But at the same time, you don't want your cheese pouring out into the thing. Fry. There you go. Nice. So now you just put it into the fryer. Obviously, clean this shit up, and then I'll show you how to deep fry something, as well as prove that I've made other ones. So I'll see you in a second. And here they are, the finished product, ready to fry in the dirty fryer. Look at that, it's pitted. It looks worse than it is. Those are just breadcrumbs. It was cleaned literally 2 days ago. And I used it for chips, and then I used it for these things last night, and as you can see, pretty disgraceful. But it doesn't matter, because you're frying. It's supposed to be dirty. Now you gotta watch them turn and make sure they're all getting in the fat. I've got a rotator one because I'm fancy. And we're done. As you can see, the second the cheese starts coming out, you're practically done, mate. Oh. Tasty.